Picture this. You walk into any fragrance store in 2025, and there's an entire wall dedicated to one brand, Jean-Paul Gaultier. But here's the thing that'll blow your mind. Le Male, that iconic sailor bottle from 1995, has spawned more flankers than Marvel has superheroes. We're talking about a fragrance line that generates over $200 million annually, with 8 different versions currently sitting on shelves. 8. And every single one of them claims to be the must-have JPG experience. But here's what nobody's telling you about this fragrance empire that's been quietly dominating men's cologne for 3 decades. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jesse, and I'm glad you clicked on this video. What started as a single revolutionary fragrance in 1995 has become the most confusing lineup in modern perfumery. Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Male didn't just change the game, it created an entirely new playbook. This is the fragrance that made grown men comfortable wearing something that smelled like vanilla and lavender. It turned the male torso bottle into the most recognizable silhouette in fragrance. And it's still selling like crazy today. But with success comes complexity. The Le Male family tree now includes everything from tropical coconut explosions to honey sweet elixirs, each one targeting a different guy, a different mood, a different wallet size. And that's exactly where the nightmare begins. Walk into Sephora today and you'll face the JPG wall of confusion. Original Le Male, Ultra Male, Le Parfum, Elixir, Le Beau. The prices range from $80 to over $150, and every sales associate will tell you something different about which one's the best. I've seen guys spend 15 minutes just staring at the display, completely paralyzed by choice. Some walk out with the wrong bottle for their personality. Others grab the cheapest option and regret it later. And the worst part? Most of these fragrances smell completely different from each other, despite sharing the same DNA. The batch variation horror stories alone could fill a novel. My friend Marcus bought Ultra Male online last year, and it performed like a skin scent. Same fragrance, different batch, completely different experience. So let's cut through the marketing noise and break down every single JPG Le Male fragrance that matters in 2025. I've tested them all, and I'm about to save you from some expensive mistakes. The original Le Male from 1995, let's start where it all began. This is the grandfather of modern sweet masculinity. Top notes of lavender, mint, and cardamom hit you with that classic barbershop freshness, but then vanilla tonka bean and amber wrap everything in this warm, almost edible embrace. It's like if a 1950s barbershop discovered dessert. The cinnamon and orange blossom in the heart add a subtle spice that keeps things interesting for hours. But here's the truth nobody wants to admit. The 2025 version isn't what made this fragrance legendary. Reformulations have hit hard. The beast mode projection from the 90s? Gone. What you're getting now is a softer, more polite version that lasts about 6 to 8 hours, with moderate projection for the first 3. Still versatile for year-round wear, but not earth-shattering. Price sits around $85 to $100, which feels steep for what's essentially a nostalgic shadow of its former self. Perfect for guys over 40 who remember the original magic. Ultra Male from 2015 changes everything. This is Le Male's younger brother, who discovered energy drinks and nightclubs. That opening pear note hits like a sugar rush. Sweet, juicy, almost candy-like. The lavender and mint try to keep things fresh, but the black vanilla husk and patchouli base have other plans. This fragrance has a serious attitude. I remember wearing this to a house party last winter, and people were asking about my cologne before I even took my jacket off. The cinnamon and clary sage in the heart create this addictive, spicy, sweet combination that's impossible to ignore. 2 sprays maximum, or you'll gas everyone out. Performance easily hits 10 to 12 hours with nuclear projection for the first 6. Clothes hold this scent for literally days. I've had shirts smell like Ultra Male after 3 washes. Price ranges from $90 to $120, and honestly, for what you're getting in terms of performance, it's almost unfair to other fragrances. Fall and winter only though. This will suffocate you in summer heat. But here's the catch. Ultra Male demands the right personality. If you're shy, quiet, or prefer flying under the radar, this will feel like wearing a neon sign. It's for guys under 30 who want to be noticed, period. Le Male, Le Parfum from 2020, is where Jean-Paul Gaultier finally figured out sophistication. This opens with cardamom that immediately signals, "I'm expensive," followed by lavender and iris that add this powdery, almost aristocratic elegance. The iris note is what makes this special. It's creamy, slightly metallic, and absolutely luxurious. The vanilla base is there, but it's refined, controlled, wearing a three-piece suit instead of a tank top. What makes Le Parfum special is its versatility and evolution. The first hour is all spicy cardamom dominance. Hours 2 through 4, the lavender and iris create this gorgeous floral spice harmony. The dry down is pure vanilla sophistication with woody undertones that never feel cheap. Office meetings? Perfect. Date night? Absolutely. Winter wedding? You're covered. Even works in air conditioning during summer. The performance sits in that sweet spot. Strong enough to get compliments, polite enough for professional settings. 8 to 10 hours of longevity with moderate projection that builds this beautiful scent bubble around you without choking coworkers. At $80 to $100, this might be the best value proposition in the entire JPG lineup. It's Le Male for adults who still want to smell incredible but don't need to announce it to the entire building. Le Male Elixir from 2023 is pure excess in a bottle. If Ultra Male was energetic, Elixir is molten honey poured over dark chocolate. The sweetness level here is borderline ridiculous. Honey, vanilla, benzoin, and tobacco create this dessert shop atmosphere that's either absolutely magnetic or completely overwhelming. The lavender opening tries to keep things fresh for about 30 seconds before the honey tsunami hits. This is what happens when perfumers ask, "What if we made a fragrance that smells like expensive candy?" The tobacco base adds depth and prevents it from being purely gourmand. But make no mistake, this is dessert in a bottle. My barista complimented it from 6 feet away. That's not normal performance. This thing projects like a fragrance cannon. 2 sprays will last 14 hours easily, and the sillage creates an actual scent trail behind you. I tested this during a grocery run, and the cashier complimented my cologne while I was checking out. That's Elixir power, but buyer beware. This is cold weather only, and it skews young. If you're over 30, tread carefully. The sweetness can read juvenile in professional settings. Price sits north of $100, and while the performance justifies it, you really need to love dessert-level sweetness. Le Male Elixir Absolu from 2025 is the newest kid on the block, and frankly, it feels like a money grab. JPG took Elixir and added plum for a fruity twist, dialed back the sweetness slightly, and called it revolutionary. The performance is solid, similar to regular Elixir, but the scent profile feels confused. Early reviews are mixed, and at full retail pricing, it's hard to recommend over the original Elixir unless you're a completionist collector. Wait for this one to hit discounters. Le Male Lover from 2024 was supposed to be the fresh aquatic take on Le Male DNA. White pepper and finger lime create this zesty opening, while ambergris and sea notes add an oceanic quality. The vanilla base keeps it in JPG territory, but everything feels lighter, more approachable. Limited edition status means availability is spotty, and performance reviews are inconsistent. Some batches project beautifully, others disappear within hours. If you find it discounted and love aquatic fragrances, it's worth trying, but don't go hunting at full price. Le Beau from 2019 simplified everything down to 3 main notes: bergamot, coconut, and tonka bean. It's JP's attempt at a tropical crowd pleaser, and when it works, it's absolutely gorgeous. That coconut note reads like expensive sunscreen mixed with warm sand. The bergamot keeps things fresh and citrusy, while tonka bean adds that signature JPG sweetness without going overboard. The problem? Performance has been hit or miss since launch. Some bottles project beautifully for 8 hours, others fade within 2. It's like fragrance roulette. You might get a beast mode bottle, or you might get something that disappears faster than your vacation tan. The scent itself is beautiful, perfect for beach days and casual summer hangouts, but the inconsistency kills its reliability. Batch lottery at its worst. The price around $70 to $85 makes it tempting, especially for guys who want an entry-level JPG without the complexity. But the performance anxiety keeps it from being a safe recommendation. If you find a tester that performs well, grab it. Otherwise, skip to Le Parfum. Le Beau Le Parfum from 2022 fixes most of the original's problems. Pineapple and ginger join the coconut party, while sandalwood and amber add weight to the base. The ginger gives it this zingy, almost effervescent quality that makes summer evenings perfect. The coconut here reads like expensive sunscreen mixed with vacation vibes, not cheap tanning oil. This actually performs like a proper parfum. 9 to 10 hours with solid projection that fills elevators without being obnoxious. The iris in the heart adds unexpected sophistication, preventing it from being just another tropical fragrance. It's like Le Beau grew up, got a good job, but still remembers how to have fun on weekends. It's Le Beau's sophisticated older brother, perfect for guys who want tropical vibes without the performance anxiety. Spring through early fall, this absolutely shines. Around $90 to $110. And if you love coconut-forward fragrances, this delivers everything Le Beau promised, but with the reliability you actually need. So after testing every single option, living with these fragrances for months, and getting real-world feedback, here's the truth. Le Male Le Parfum is the clear winner for most guys in 2025. Here's why it's the sweet spot everyone's been looking for. First, the price. At $80 to $100, you're getting premium performance without the premium price tag. Second, the versatility. This works in boardrooms and bedrooms, winter and summer, day and night. Third, the sophistication level hits that perfect balance. Interesting enough for fragrance enthusiasts, approachable enough for beginners. Most importantly, Le Parfum doesn't demand a specific personality type. Ultra Male requires confidence and youth. Elixir demands you love extreme sweetness. Le Parfum just requires you to want to smell incredible. The cardamom opening gives you something unique in the first 15 minutes. The iris keeps things elegant, and that refined vanilla base ensures you'll get compliments without overwhelming anyone. Performance is consistent across batches, availability is solid, and it's aged beautifully since its 2020 launch. Here's the bottom line on the entire JPG Le Male lineup. If you want the best overall experience, Le Male Le Parfum, hands down. For party animals who love extreme projection, Ultra Male is your weapon. Sweet tooth guys who don't mind being walking desserts, Elixir delivers pure sugar rush. Tropical vibes with reliable performance, Le Beau Le Parfum has you covered. The original Le Male deserves respect for starting this empire, but in 2025, it's more of a nostalgic purchase than a practical one. Elixir Absolu feels unnecessary unless you're a hardcore collector. Le Male lover is too inconsistent to recommend at current prices. But honestly, most guys will find everything they're looking for in Le Male Le Parfum. It's sophisticated without being boring, sweet without being cloying, and performs without being obnoxious. At under $100, it's the fragrance that makes every other option feel like either overkill or underkill. What's your favorite from the JPG Le Male lineup? Are you team Ultra Male Chaos? Or do you prefer the refined elegance of Le Parfum? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one, and I love hearing about your fragrance experiences. And if this breakdown helped you navigate the JPG maze, make sure to subscribe for more honest fragrance reviews. No sponsorships, no sugarcoating, just real talk about what actually works and what's worth your hard-earned money. Hit that notification bell, because next week we're diving into the Dior Sauvage lineup. And trust me, there are some surprises there that nobody's talking about. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, smell and feel good. Stay fragrant.